My medium-term analysis still says that Bitcoin is very vulnerable, especially as long as it doesn't get through this key 30,000 level, 30,500 level on the charts. Okay, so again, yes, it's a good little move short term. I do think we could retest 30,500, but as long as that doesn't break, Bitcoin remains extremely vulnerable and in a progressive bear market. Do I think the altcoins are going to ultimately go lower? Yes. Do I think Bitcoin dominance is going to go higher? Yes. But that doesn't mean you can't trade the panic. The panic is people panicking and exiting. There are opportunities there for being a trader.
Gareth Soloway is the founder of Verified Investing, a platform that provides valuable trading alerts, stock analysis, and market insights to its members. As an advocate of technical analysis, Soloway leverages charts, patterns, and indicators to identify key trends and potential opportunities in various markets, including cryptocurrencies, stocks, and commodities. Gareth Soloway still believes that Bitcoin needs to climb above $30,000 to signal a bull market. However, Soloway shares that he stays bearish versus a suspect when he analyzes the charts in terms of whether or not the bull market is back in Bitcoin, while still favoring a bear market until Bitcoin goes above $30,000. As per new, BlackRock, the world's largest fund manager, manages more than $10 trillion in assets under management, filed for a spot Bitcoin exchange-traded fund on Thursday. The application came when SEC brought lawsuits against Coinbase and Binance, two big crypto exchange brands. The interest of BlackRock in Bitcoin is not new. The company launched a spot Bitcoin private trust for institutional clients in the United States last year. As per Soloway, the key factor influencing the market is the sentiment change brought about by the approval from Gary Gensler, the chairman of the SEC, to BlackRock. However, the SEC has approved various Bitcoin futures ETFs since October 2021, including ProShares Bitcoin Strategy and Valkyrie Bitcoin Strategy ETF. Regarding his trading strategy, Soloway mentions that he has short positions on both Ether and Bitcoin, as they were experiencing a downtrend. We will now bring you clips from Gareth Soloway's recent interview. Before we proceed further, please make sure that you subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon to stay updated.
As we were coming down, I was short Ethereum and Bitcoin, okay? Now, Ethereum, if we know, and I went over this chart last time, look at this pivot point, look at what we hit. Right when we got there, I sent out the alert, the trade signal to exit your short, take profits right there on Ethereum, because the chart alerted me to do that. What I did, in addition, I said, you know what, I'm going to hold Bitcoin on the short side. By the way, we're in the money on that short from about 30, just under 30,000. And the idea was here is that we take some of the profits on the short off the table to kind of put those in our pocket. Pocket that stuff. Always try to pocket some profits. Then turn around and say, okay, if the crypto market continues to deteriorate, Bitcoin can likely come down more. Now, Bitcoin hasn't done that, so I'm looking on a retrace from this breakout to probably exit my short on Bitcoin. All right, so again, just going back to it, we have a clear breakout short term. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's going on with the BlackRock ETF. I'm sure everyone's heard about it, but really, what's the key? Why is that helping so much? It's not the ETF, folks. That has little to no impact overall in the near term. It's a sentiment change, and that is going to be key. It's Gary Gensler, the SEC, giving the nod to BlackRock, in my opinion, to say, okay, throw the crypto community a bone. And just again, think about all the crackdowns they've done, the amount of money that people have lost on altcoins. And again, we know that Bitcoin's not a security. Gary Gensler, the SEC, has said that. So that means ultimately that they're throwing a bone to the crypto community, saying, all right, we'll give you guys this one. We'll do a spot ETF. Now, it hasn't been approved. So don't get me wrong. There's always a small chance that it doesn't get approved. But, you have BlackRock with what, $11 trillion under management, with ties to the U.S. government like this. You can't tell me that after everything that the SEC did a week or two ago, and then this news hits, you can't tell me that there's not some sort of collusion there between the SEC and BlackRock. BlackRock, you can't tell me, didn't go to the SEC and said, hey, we want to do this. Will you back us? Will you let this happen? In my opinion, they said, yes, we will let this happen. Now, if we go to the charts, getting right into the charts here, guys. So we see Bitcoin had a down-sloping trend line. It came into this key support just below 25,000, up-sloping trend line, flat top right here. We came up, we broke out. What I'm more concerned about is the stock market and the stock market's de-risking impact whenever that comes to fruition on what is going to happen to the crypto markets. Because what we know is historically that Bitcoin continues to be a risk asset. All right. Now, again, it was clouded because of the regulatory unknowns. You're starting to get a little clarity with this BlackRock ETF, spot ETF filing.
During the interview, Gareth Soloway mentions that he expects a retrace for Bitcoin back into the $27,000 range. Soloway picked up altcoins like Cardano, Solana, and Polygon with his investors in verified investing crypto. He further highlighted the successful trade in Solana, where they exited the long position at a technical level, locking in a 10% gain in just a few days. According to data obtained from Cardano Blockchain Insights on June 21, Cardano has been experiencing consistent growth in terms of adoption despite occasional setbacks in the cryptocurrency industry, such as business bankruptcies and regulatory lawsuits. During the month of June, Cardano has been adding an average of 2,446 new crypto wallets every day since June 1, 2023. This steady increase has resulted in a total of 4,161,225 Cardano holding addresses. Soloway acknowledged this positive trend in Cardano's adoption, highlighting the significance of the growing number of wallets. Soloway also mentioned the impact of Fed Chairman Jerome Powell's latest testimony in front of Congress, stating that is likely to influence the market. Regarding the value of Bitcoin, Soloway expressed his belief that there is a need for Bitcoin in the economy.
Again, I am looking to exit that short for a small gain on a retrace. We should retrace back into the 27,000 range. All right, now, what I did was when we saw the altcoin bust a week ago or a week and a half ago, what I did was I said, okay, listen, we're starting to see key technical levels. So here's a chart of Cardano. Let me get rid of these other trend lines, right? So Cardano was coming down and it hit a double bottom, okay? So again, let me erase that. So double bottom on the chart is a potential support. Look at that. So what I did was I picked up some Cardano, I picked up Solana, I picked up Polygon, which is Matic, with investors in verified investing crypto. And sure enough, while we haven't seen a big bounce, we have started to see a move up on this. Now, yesterday, check this out, guys. Look at this. So we picked up Solana, and Solana yesterday went up to this trend line. Look at this. Look at how perfect that parallel line. So this is what we call a retrace to the scene of the crime, by the way. It's a fantastic retrace here. So here was your breakdown below this trend line. Here's your retrace to the scene of the crime. So what did I end up doing there? We ended up exiting at a technical level the Solana long position. We made 10% basically in 3-4 days. 10% gain, boom, lock it in. And that's the key, folks, is that you never want to get hung up on being a bull or a bear. Like there are so many maxis like, oh, I'm only going to ever go long this, or I'm only going to ever go do this. Or I mean, heck, you have people out there that are big names that are like, oh, Bitcoin is crap and it's never going to be anything and it's going to be the next big bust. I don't believe any of that. And frankly, I don't care. Like I literally don't care. You want to tell me where Bitcoin is in 2 years from now? I couldn't care less. All I care about is where it's going when it hits a technical level that it should do something and where it's going to be a week or two later. That's it. Now, do I think there's a need in our economy for Bitcoin? Yes, I do. It drives me insane that the U.S. government can just print, dilute the hard-earned dollars that me and that every one of you make. And by the way, many people watching from all over the world, and you guys are in the same position. There's no central bank out there that hasn't printed money, at least not in the bigger economies. So with gold, check this out. So we have our target, which is just around 1,900 bucks. I love showing this too. If we do a Fibonacci retrace from the recent move up, what is right at that level? Look at this, 382 Fibonacci retrace, right at that level on gold. All right, so what that does to me is that says, okay, so gold a little bit more down, and then I start loading the boat again. I rode gold up with members in the Money Stocks Verified Investing Alerts. We rode that up. That's where I trade stocks and commodities. We rode it up beautifully. Now we exited, haven't been really. I do have a new mining position in the Money Stocks, which we're up on about 5%, I think, give or take. But ultimately, I want to buy more gold and accumulate more miners, and that I'm going to do somewhere around the 1,900 level should we achieve that. By the way, today you have Fed speak. I believe Jerome Powell's testifying in front of Congress. That will move the markets. There will be some comments that he releases ahead of time that will absolutely move the markets. Now let's go to silver real quick here, guys. I want to touch on silver. All right, silver is coming down here. Pretty nasty little drop. So again, we'll keep an eye on that. But I do have a one level, which will be support around $22.40. But that's not my buy level. My buy level is this upsloping trend line. So see this one down here? So if, and I'm saying if, I don't know if it'll hit it, but if it hits that level, that's my buy price, $21.50, give or take. That becomes a strong support.
Soloway maintains a cautious stance on Bitcoin, emphasizing the importance of the price surpassing $30,000 to signal a bullish market. Meanwhile, the potential impact of BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF application, which would open doors for retail investors and influence market sentiment. How do you perceive the role of regulatory approvals and institutional involvement, such as BlackRock's interest in shaping the future of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. If you find this video informative, don't forget to show your support towards our channel by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on notifications to stay informed about our latest videos covering more interesting topics. Thank you for watching.